Welcome everyone. I'm Jagdish Shekhar and I'm from Trade and Forex vertical of HDFC Bank. Today we are having an interesting conversation and a quick chat with two stalwarts in the banking industry. We are here to discuss a recent partnership of GIC product offering and a seamless banking experience to the customers and to the students who are taking up education abroad and who have the interest to pursue their education in Canada. Hi Mr. Gupta and Ms. Mehta. Welcome to both of you. Mr. Gupta, could you tell us more about what this partnership with TD Bank all about and how this can help the Indian students who are pursuing their education or who wish to pursue their education in Canada?
Certainly, Jagdish, this is one of a unique partnership which will benefit to the students who endeavor to travel to Canada for education purposes. You know, being a large Indian bank, our endeavor is to be a partner in all the financial journeys of our customer, either a student or their parents. You know, in this line, we made a partnership with the TD Bank, where if the student want to travel and endeavor to travel to Canada for education purposes, they need to have a GIC account, which is mandated by the Canadian government. The student or parents who are attached with HDFC Bank, they will access to the portal and the referral will be passed to TD Bank, and TD Bank will make sure that they have a seamless journey and best of a financial deal through this GIC program.
That's very interesting perspective you have shared, Mr. Gupta. I think it looks like the Indian students are game for quite interesting proposition from both the banks together for that matter. And now, Ms. Mehta, I would request you to tell us more about TD Bank for our audience.
So we have a proud history of serving Canadians for over 150 years. And today we now serve 1 in 3 of every Canadians. And we make our service accessible. So we have over 1,000 branches coast to coast in the country. And as importantly, when a newcomer comes to Canada, one of the things that they often look for is being able to speak to someone in their own preferred language. And so across all of our colleagues in Canada, we can service customers in more than 80 languages. On the ATM, the automated teller machines, we offer 7 languages. So really our value proposition is a long-standing bank that offers trust and advice and comfort to our customers coast to coast.
And Ms. Mehta, probably I may have to ask you to also elaborate in terms of the specific benefits this TD International Student GIC program will offer to the students.
Jatinder ji mentioned the Government of Canada has created an expedited study permit process. And one of the requirements as part of that process is for applicants to open a GIC at a Canadian bank. And that purpose of the GIC is that then they can subsequently use it for their tuition, their financing of their living expenses. And just to clarify, so a GIC is basically a type of fixed deposit that's common in Canada. It has a guaranteed rate of return and it's a fixed period of time. So really it's quite simple. In the TD International Student GIC program, there's an online application that the student fills up that opens at the same time both the GIC and then the deposit account. And so really our goal is to make the process very simple.
Mr. Gupta, how do you propose to extend this product offering to the bank customers? It will be available in the branches, or are you intending to make it offering digitally also available?
This, our branch network is one of our strongest network we have to serve the need of a customer. But this program is completely on a digital. The endeavor is we want the customers that are students and their parents to use it 24/7. It's a seamless journey, which is between HDFC Bank and a TD Bank. Student can access it. It is like filling up a few mandatory fields, and they will have access to the TD Bank site for opening a GIC.
I think I'm really getting enthused with the way the conversation is happening, where we are able to see what is the kind of an power-backed benefits the students will be getting. Now, if you could probably help us to understand what are the benefits which the students will receive upon when they arrive in Canada.
The student comes to the TD branch within the first few days of arrival in Canada. Naturally, they have many questions. They've landed in a new country. They need to get familiar with the banking process. What we really pride ourselves on is the TD banker takes the time to understand their questions, give them guidance. What I hear about that makes me most proud is the countless stories of students who say They felt unsure when they came to the branch, maybe a little bit at unease. By the time they left the branch, they left with confidence. And more importantly, they felt like that the banker that was helping them was not their banker. The banker became their baya, their baji, their didi. Like that is the heart of who we are at TD Bank. Secondly, the way the process works is when they come into the branch, that's the point at which their account becomes activated. And so they can take their first withdrawal of their GIC at that time. Generally, it's about 20% or $4,600 in their first installment, and then equal installments become available for their living and tuition expenses for each of the next 10 months. And then finally, we have a TD student banking package, and that will give them all of the tools that they need to manage their day-to-day expenses and needs.
Now, Mr. Gupta, I think if you could help us to know what are the steps being taken by HDFC Bank to support the students in their overseas education program.
For a student, we want to get associated in early stage when a student actually start planning and start thinking about going overseas for studies. You know, as a bank, we extend the services giving him convenient product through that he or she can make a application money or a fee paid to the university, the institute outside. When the student plan to go, our multi-currency card give him a comfort to go along with the financial solutions, because that enable him to make all the payments. We have a platform Remit Now, through that their parents can send maintenance and other expenses to the account. Remit Now is one of its kind of a platform which allow the granted value, the full value. If you send $1,000 from here, the $1,000 is received by the beneficiary. When the students start earning and send money back to India to the parents, that's where we also have a very strong system where student can send the money back to India, that also to the granted value.
It's really impressive that the kind of an offering which you are extending to the students who are taking up abroad. And I think you have not limited yourself to when they go out, but you are looking at the complete end-to-end life cycle of a student who are going there and then they become employed there. Thank you, both of you, for sharing your valuable insights and then experience into this partnership.